Hey 49ers fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Welcome into Chat Sports. Today, we have a fresh San Francisco 49ers news and rumors video. A lot of injury updates for you guys here as we get ready to take on the Washington Redskins. The bad Washington Redskins, but still, you never know, on Sunday. Let's jump right into, how about Ryan Clark calling out Jimmy Garoppolo? Now, Jimmy Garoppolo is playing great. The Niners are 5-0 with him at quarterback, but ESPN analyst Ryan Clark, and I guess former cornerback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, called out the Niner quarterback when he was on, I believe, Get Up the other day, saying, quote, "I'm 100% convinced that the 49ers are a good football team. I'm also 100% convinced that they would be just as good if Mason Rudolph were their quarterback, maybe even better." Yeah, that's what Ryan Clark had to say after the Niners are now, or I guess went 5-0 with a win over the LA Rams. Really, Ryan Clark? Like, we're really going to do this today? What is with some people in the media still wanting to bash the 49ers, still wanting to find a way to bash the 49ers, even though they are 5-0? I mean, you literally had to look at the Rams game and go, what's the one thing that I can get them on? And I guess I'll go after Jimmy Garoppolo because it's a fun hot take to do. And I'm not going to compare him to, maybe Mason Rudolph. Now, we have the stats right now this year. You throw them up on the screen side by side. Jimmy G has more yards, same amount of touchdowns, more picks, and a better completion percentage. But this is not a stats thing. This is an eyeball thing. Have you watched Mason Rudolph play quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Like, have you actually sat down and watched him play? He's fine. He's a good backup. He's not great. He's okay. Jimmy Garoppolo is great. Jimmy Garoppolo is a starting quality quarterback in this league. Jimmy Garoppolo can lead a team to a Super Bowl. Mason Rudolph cannot. I just don't see why we have to make this dumb comparison between literally a backup quarterback who's been injured, not that great, let's be honest, and then, of course, Jimmy Garoppolo, who's 5-0, who has an excellent completion percentage, who's throwing touchdowns, and who is literally leading the Niners to the best record in the NFC. I don't like the comparison. I think it's a dumb hot take comparison. But at the same time, this is the world that we live in. It's all about the hot take. It's all about, getting little headlines there. And we're talking about it. So obviously Ryan Clark did something right. But I want to share that with you guys because I know that we're all Jimmy Garoppolo fans. I know that we all have defended Jimmy Garoppolo, fought for Jimmy Garoppolo. And now that he's 5-0, I felt like a lot of the hate would go away. And yet here is one of ESPN's biggest analysts with another shot saying Mason Rudolph could be better, not just as good, better than Jimmy Garoppolo. Oh boy, it's tough. What do you guys think? Do you agree with Ryan Clark? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I can probably guess what you guys think about Jimmy Garoppolo so far, or with Jimmy Garoppolo and Mason Rudolph so far this season. Now, those of us who actually know that Jimmy Garoppolo is a great quarterback and a better quarterback, your friends still are talking smack. Why don't you just prove them wrong by betting on the 49ers and then winning a bunch of money, because the Niners are winning a lot of football games. You can use the promo code 49ers whenever you go to chatsports.com/bet. Our friends at BetDSI, you get a 120% deposit bonus whenever you first sign up. That means you can put down $100, you're going to get $220 to bet on the Niners. That's the best way to be like, hey, the Niners are actually good. Look at all this money that I won. Oh, you want to bet on Mason Rudolph? I'm betting on Jimmy Garoppolo. I've made all this money. It's a smart play, and I think will make all your friends, at least help them see that the Niners are a good football team, even though I guess it's very, very obvious. I don't know why people need all of this convincing, but yeah, here we are today defending the 5-0 49ers. Again, chatsports.com/bet, promo code 49ers. All right, injury updates here. Deebo Samuel, he suffered a groin strain on Sunday. He's listed as day-to-day and is questionable for Sunday, which means could be seeing a lot more of Jordan Matthews, who was a training camp wide receiver who did not make the cut, and as they decided to keep Kendrick Bourne, and now they brought him back because we have injuries and the wide receiver position has been weak the entire season. Now, Deebo Samuel, 15 catches, 158 yards, 1 touchdown, about 11.2 yards per catch. He's not exactly been a massive threat on the field. He's not exactly been a huge contributor on the field, but you definitely want him out there because every now and then, like every couple of drives, I feel like Jimmy Garoppolo really is looking for Deebo Samuel and is trying to get him the football and trying to get him as many reps as possible here, even during the season. Like, this is a growing process for Deebo. And without Jalen Hurd, a lot of the pressure for the wide receiver position has fallen on him, and he's been, so-so, as most first-year wide receivers are. So we got to keep an eye on Deebo Samuel over the next couple of days. He is day-to-day. He is questionable. He has not been ruled out, but he's also not been fully cleared. So we'll see what happens with the groin strain. The groin can kind of get a little iffy, like it can linger. So this is definitely an injury to keep an eye on, but I want to update you guys on that one. How impressed have you guys been with Deebo Samuel? You guys, like, where are we at here? We paid a high draft pick for him. Has he been worth it? You need to see more? Are you unimpressed? What do you guys think about Deebo Samuel? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, over 3,200 of you have subscribed to our 49ers Only YouTube channel. Guys, continue to subscribe because the content is continuing to come. There's a red subscription button somewhere around here. Click it. That way you are subscribed and then notify whenever I drop a new 49ers video here on the 49ers Chat Sports channel. Okay, other injuries. Ahkello Witherspoon is maybe set to return this week after that foot sprain he suffered in week 3. He's not played since. We have all basically been seeing Emmanuel Moseley fill in at that spot and fill in very, very well. Now, Kyle Shanahan was asked about this the other day at his press conference, and he said, quote, he's going in the right direction. I think there's a better chance next week. I do not expect him having a chance this week, which means it does seem that he probably is not going to be able to go this week. Now, it's still early, right? Depending on when you watch this video, it is still early on in the week. Things can change, but it's looking like 2 weeks from now is the Ahkello Witherspoon target return date, not this week like I had originally thought. The question now will be, what will you do with Emmanuel Moseley? Because Emmanuel Moseley has been very, very good. So good that the broadcasters basically never mention his name during a broadcast, which if you're a defender, that's probably a good thing, especially in the secondary. Now, if you're Nick Bosa, you want your name mentioned a lot because that means you're getting sacked. But if you're, Ahkello Witherspoon or Richard Sherman or Emmanuel Moseley, for instance, not a well-named cornerback, you want the announcers to never, ever, ever mention your name. That way, you're not giving up big plays, you're not doing pass interferences. The only time you want to hear your name is for an interception, and he hasn't really done that yet. But overall, that's a question we're going to have to wait and see, because Witherspoon was playing very, very well before he got injured. Will they mix and match? Will they keep one and not put Witherspoon on there? That is all yet to be seen. Should they, though? If you had to decide, well, let me know what you guys think down below. Should Witherspoon start when healthy over Moseley, or should you keep Moseley in because he has been pretty darn good ever since Witherspoon went out in week 3? Let me know what you guys think down below. All right, final little bit of injury updates here. It's a very injury update heavy day. Joe Staley, who suffered that broken fibula in week 2, looks like it could be week 9 whenever he is set to return. Remember, it was 6 to 8 weeks as they was trying to get that to heal. And of course, Justin School has filled in at his spot. But Kyle Shanahan was also asked about this the other day, and he said, quote, I'm still hoping for Arizona. That's where I'm looking at for him. Maybe a chance for Carolina, but I would consider that very lucky. In my mind, I'm hoping for Arizona. And again, Arizona is just a couple of weeks away in terms of the 49ers schedule. I'm all fine with not rushing back Witherspoon or Joe Staley, especially Joe Staley, an older player, an older veteran. Let him take his time, because Justin School's been just fine. Remember, they played the Rams this week, and yeah, he gave up 1 sack whenever it was Aaron Donald and Justin School one-on-one, which you should never do, by the way. Other than that, Justin School has been pretty darn good filling in. The rookies, these young guys who are having to step up during with all these injured players, have done a very, very good job, and I'm all for making sure that Joe Staley's 100% healthy. That way he's good to go, the last quarter of the season, postseason, whatever. Justin School has been just fine. Now, this is not a Witherspoon-Moseley situation where you would be like, well, should Justin School, keep his starting job? No, Staley's going to come back and take it 100%, even though Justin School's been great. But at the same time, it's at least good to know that going forward, if you were to lose one of your tackles or Joe Staley gets hurt again or whatever, you have a great young backup in the future at the blind side protecting Jimmy Garoppolo over the next couple of years. Big shout out to Justin School for what he has been able to do so far this year. Yeah, listen, like this video if you guys have been impressed by Justin School. Very simple. Hit the like button. I want to see a ton of likes here because he has been an anchor at a spot that we were very, very worried about whenever Joe Staley went down. So give the video a thumbs up if you have been impressed by Justin School. Final little bit here. I just want to talk to you guys briefly. We saw Jalen Ramsey get traded yesterday to the LA Rams. Yeah, it was kind of hard to watch. They traded away Marcus Peters, and it was like, oh, well, what are they doing? Are they tanking? Are they trying to get rid of their good players? And then they traded for Jalen Ramsey, and it was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. We had talked a lot about Jalen Ramsey. I had broke the news that they had tried to trade for him way back, like a month ago. Here's the deal. I think the Niners made the right choice in not giving up 2 first-round draft picks and a 4th-round draft pick for Jalen Ramsey. That is a massive, massive haul for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think they made the right choice. The only thing that's tough to swallow, the only thing that's tough to watch here is that we now have to play Jalen Ramsey one more time this year, but 2 times for the next couple of years if they are able to re-sign him. So the Rams are interesting right now in our division. They're 3rd place, obviously the Seahawks and then us. The question is, how much better will Ramsey make them, and will it be worth it over the next couple of years, because they did give up so much. So I want to just give you guys my two cents on Ramsey going into our division. I'm glad we didn't trade for him. I would have loved him, but 2 first-rounders is just too much. I think the Niners made the right decision, especially with Witherspoon coming back and Mosley playing very, very well. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think down below about Jalen Ramsey coming to our division. Do you think it's going to help the Rams, or maybe hurt the Rams with no first-round draft picks over the next 2 years? There you go. All the time we have for today. A little bit shorter 49ers news and rumors video. Wanted to get you guys fully up to date on all of the injuries there. They're very close to being pretty much at full strength. That Juszczyk will come back eventually, but once we get the corner, once we get Staley and then Juszczyk, you're basically at 100%. So knock on wood, we've been very healthy so far this year. Hopefully that continues over the next couple of weeks. And now we look forward to the Washington Redskins, which hopefully will be a win. It should be a win, but it's the NFL, so you never know. For Chat Sports, I'm Thomas Mott, signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day.